Welcome to the Buddy and Friends podcast, a podcast about performers. Let's get on with the show.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Buddy and Friends. I'm your host, Buddy Katz. If you don't know who I am, I'm a Michael Jackson and Freddie Mercury impersonator. And I have a wonderful guest with me today. His name is Ryan. I know Ryan for a couple of years now. I've worked with him on a couple of shows. I worked with him on a couple of events. And ladies and gentlemen, Ryan, how you doing, Ryan?
Fantastic. I just got back from church and
Oh,
everything.
good, good. He's a religious man today. Um, well, Brian, I like to do the little story on how we met. So, you remember how we met? We met
Yes, of
at
course.
ASA. That was in
Mm-hmm.
2023. Uh, yeah,
2023.
it felt like such a long time ago.
Indeed.
And I knew him through a mutual friend, our friend Aiden. That's
Aiden
how.
Scott.
Yep. I met through him and met Ryan. And he told me, "Hey, I would love to work with you. I want to learn how to dance like Michael Jackson and all this." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, definitely." I
Absolutely.
told him we're looking for dancers for a new show, and that's how our friendship became what it is. And it's great to have him on the show.
They've been my inspiration to keep on going with this.
There
So I owe it all to them. And you.
you go.
Yay.
Well, Ryan, I got a couple questions for you.
Of
Uh,
course, of course.
so, what was your early introduction into performing?
Ah, yes, my earliest introduction. Well, aside from all the Carson Elementary concerts, um my first actual performance I consider is Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay.
Yes. In middle school, they had this opportunity for middle school students to come in to the high school and, be part of their high school musical.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm guessing what was the name of the program or the theater program?
Uh, Pensacola stages.
Pensacola Stages. And
Beautiful.
Pensacola Stages is a wonderful theater community or theater program for the high school. I
I'm having a lot of nostalgic feelings already.
for real. Me too. I worked with Pensacola Stages when I was in high school. I did 3 shows with them. I did Into the Woods, Guys and Dolls, Little Shop of Horrors. That was back in 2014 up to 2016. They're still doing shows to this day, and they're doing a fantastic job. Even my first show, I donated money for Pensacola Stages. That was back in 2016. But Ryan, back to you. So how has performing inspired you throughout your life?
How has performing inspired me throughout my life? Yes. Yes. Performing brings out the joy in me. I get to be me. I get to be who I want to be. And performing, it allows me, it's a freeing feeling. I feel that it's like freedom, and I get to utilize it a lot. And I get to utilize the feeling of being myself and being this really expressive, this really dramatic personality. And I I really like to apply it in my everyday life
Okay.
because it always brings up the mood.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. And Ryan, you talk about Pensacola Stages, but how did you got into performing? Was that
Oh yeah.
how did performing for Pensacola Stages got you into performing more
Oh
and more?
yes. How did it get me into performing? Well, it's an introductory thing. It just introduces me to the wonderful magic that is theater. Yes.
And talking about Pensacola Stages, you did a couple shows with Pensacola Stages, not only Hunchback of Notre Dame, you did Notre Dame or how people say it. Um, you were also in Chicago, you're in the Heights, and your recent show, your last show you did with Pensacola Stages was Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the
Can
Beast.
you tell me more experiences on that? More about those experiences with those shows?
Oh my God. They were the best moments. ever. I would never ever forget them ever. Being Amos Hart, the certified loser in the musical, sort of, it I don't know, it just sort of feels like, you know, some parts of me. I get to be parts that I hmm. I get to be people that are actually just separate parts of myself that make up myself. And yeah, they, I can tell that I feel that like when they're picking out roles, they really knew about my character enough to
Yes.
put me in those roles. And one of the fall plays, The Crucible,
Oh, Crucible. Yes, he was also in the Crucible, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot he was. He was in
yes,
Crucible too.
I am also in some fall plays. My favorite one is Crucible. Yes, solely because I played a character that was like the exact opposite of my personality. Yes, he is gruff, mean, and just pessimistic. And he's just like the exact opposite of me. And I really like that they did that for me. It was
Hmm,
a really fun experience.
interesting. I like that. I like that.
But my most favorite show of all in Pennsauken Stages, it was a hard pick. It was a hard pick between In the Heights versus Beauty and the Beast. But I'm gonna go with Beauty and the Beast
I
because I love Disney. I love Disney. And I love those few. I you know, it's sort of like when Ariana got Glinda, it was sort of like that feeling.
hmm,
I got to be a character that really um really brings out me.
interesting. I like that.
Plus, I get to fall down as many times as I like.
Yeah, when I went to go see that show, I went to see him as Review in Beauty and the Beast. I think that was my favorite ones of his characters that he got to perform. It was one of my favorites. And I did remember seeing him. This was before I even met him. I remember seeing him in Chicago as Amos Hart. Um, and I was like,
Oh,
this guy's really great. He's really good. I hope he does more. Like, I love getting support of the Penn Off stage community.
I'm touched. I really am
As
touched.
alumni,
Thank you.
you have to. You gotta support where you come from. Ryan, do you have any form of training in dance or acting?
Oh no. I mean, the only dance training I ever had was those high school musicals I've ever been to.
Hmm.
Yeah. And as well as the other tribute shows. Yeah.
We're about to touch that on that. You have worked on a couple of Michael Jackson trivia shows. I don't know
Yeah.
which shows could that be? Smart shows. Fine, no. And the shows I'm talking about, you worked on Magic Continues, and that was in 2023. And
Good
last
time.
year, you worked on Thriller, and you're working on a new show with me, which we have recently announced. As recording this is March, we have recently announced a new show, Remember the Times. We can now talk about it because it's officially announced.
Yes.
So how did that come about, and how was that experience for you for those shows?
Yes. So like I said, I mean, like we said, we met each other at the ASA event, and I was so touched by your magnificent Michael Jackson dancing, as well as Aiden's.
Oh, thank you, Saxon.
Yes. I was so touched and so inspired, and along with my own experiences attempting to do some Michael Jackson dancing, yes, I just knew I had to be with you guys because you guys are amazing people, and I always wanted to try new experiences. That's why I joined those tribute shows,
Hmm.
just to have that wonderful experience. And hmm, hmm. And yes, I've been by your side ever since, and um hmm, yeah, that's
It,
just about it.
it's when I tell people I have a circus. Like these guys are literally my circus, but it's in a good way. But I love
Of
working.
course.
I love working with my cast. They're great people, bunch of people. Um, and also with the new show, like I said, people, if you're listening to this after August, because that's when the new show is August 10th at St. Michael's Club in Gibbstown, New Jersey. And if you guys are listening to this way after August 10th, I hope you were there and I hope you liked the show. Um, if you're listening to this before the show, before August 10th, come see the show. Tickets are going to be on sale. You get them on Eventbrite. Or you get tickets at the door. Good promotion. But back to you, Ryan. Um, you're also into the balloon art. Can you tell me more about that?
Of course. Yes, balloon art. It all started at one August week. Yes. It was a week of fundraising training by Miss Gunther. Yes. What she did is host this week of fundraising training full of balloon twisting and face painting.
Hmm.
And I was more interested in the balloon twisting. Yeah. Ever since then, I fell in love with it, just like everything else. And yeah, the sheer amount of infinite ways to create that that excited me. It touched it just touched something within me that I don't think I ever want to be behind again.
Hmm.
But yeah, I've already done some gigs. Like one was in Philadelphia actually,
Okay.
and it was for a 1-year-old's birthday party, in fact. And yes, I actually made my own business channel and business account on Insta.
Okay.
Though it is on hiatus at the moment because I am in college. I'm a college
Okay.
student. Yes. But I will probably go back to it eventually. Don't worry.
Interesting. And can you tell us the name of your company?
Balloons by Ryan.
That's great. If you guys ever need a balloon artist, please contact Ryan. He is great. He's great at doing balloon art. When ASA last year, he did this big, giant balloon dragon.
Oh yeah.
It took him like how many hours? Like a couple hours to put together.
Um it definitely took a while.
Took a
Yeah.
while, yeah. So I remember I went to go, I was seeing him. I saw this big curtain blocking the whole entrance, like little
Oh goodness me.
part of the cafeteria where we're at. And he was in there. I'm like, where's Ryan at? He was
I
in
didn't want to
there.
spoil
And he
it.
didn't
I
want
didn't
to
want to
spoil
spoil
it. He
it.
let me see it, but he didn't want anybody else out there seeing the big surprise. And I tell you, this guy's an
Oh,
amazing performer. He's wonderful. He's fantastic. And he recently did ASA last month in February.
yeah.
Ryan, can you tell me a little bit more about those experiences with ASA?
Oh, sick. Yes. So, last, yeah, last month,
Yeah, last month, yeah.
yeah, last month's ASA, oh my God, it was magical. Although I did not do any balloon twisting for that matter, I still did a balloon related thing. I did the, the dangerous stunt of climbing in a climbing balloon designed for humans.
And
Yeah.
and we also recommend this for people to not try at home. When you guys ever
Oh,
see
yes,
Ryan, whenever you see Ryan do that kind of stunt, please do not try it at home.
yeah, please don't try to copy what I do.
Ryan is a trained professional. He got when he was doing this, he started training himself on how to do balloon tricks like that. So if you're getting into balloon training or balloon tricks, whatever kind of stuff you can do with balloons, like what Ryan does, please make sure you have a form of training or have the assistant with you. Because what Ryan does is it's not safe to do at all. We'll just say that. Uh,
Yeah.
so Ryan, is there any tips you can give any upcoming performers on what it takes to be a performer?
Yeah, try to take care of yourselves. Try to take care of yourselves. Yeah, your body's important, yourself is important, And yes. Um it can get a bit difficult at times. That's why you'd have to try to prioritize yourself first before you can prioritize anyone else.
Hmm.
Yes.
Ryan, I also have one more question for you. I always tell my guests this is the hardest question of all of them, but with Ryan knowing me for the many years he knew me and worked with me, I tell them this is like some things that are the hardest when it's the easiest thing to do. Um, because I tell you, I like joking with these guys. So Ryan, since I'm a Michael Jackson and Freddie Mercury impersonator, do you have any favorite MJ or Queen songs?
Yes. My most favorite Michael Jackson song would be Thriller.
Okay.
Yes. I love the fact that we get to be costumes and we get to be characters. We get to be um just some generic monsters and all that. I was a Pennywise last year.
Yes, it was.
And yeah. I really find it enjoyable that we all did a we all did the exact same dance while in different costumes. It was like, yeah, that's basically what Thriller is.
Do you have any favorite Queen songs? Like
Hmm.
Any Freddie Mercury songs?
That is a toughie. I know less about the um hmm. I know less about those songs, but for Queens, I Bohemian Rhapsody.
Actually, it's a good song. I love that song.
And I unfortunately don't know much about Freddie Mercury songs, so I don't think I can answer that
It's
question.
okay, Ryan. Well, if you guys ever want to get a hold of Ryan, what is your social media? How can people get a hold of you?
Okay, I am mainly in Instagram, and I can also be in Facebook, and yeah, that's just about it. Yeah.
All right. Anything coming up in the future, Ryan? Anything you want to promote?
Oh yes. If you can, please try to support my balloon business channel on Insta.
Okay.
Yes. And yes.
And also, you guys can also see Ryan and the many other amazing dancers in the upcoming show. Remember the time. Coming this August. Like I said, if you're not listening past August, then I hope we saw you at the show. If you're listening before August, we hope to see you at the show. Ryan, it's such an amazing to have you on the show. You're a fantastic guest. It was great having you. Well, thank you, Ryan. It was such a pleasure having you on the podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. I'm your host, Buddy Katz, and we'll see you again next time.
Follow us on
Yes,
Instagram.
follow us on Instagram. Thank you, guys.